hoops time in the Pacific West Conference, and this year's season will culminate with our first ever PacWest basketball tournament. Commissioner Bob Hogue previews all the excitement surrounding this historic event. We'll also relive Chaminade's huge nationally televised win over the Texas Longhorns in the Maui Invitational. Welcome to the Season 11 premiere of PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. We're at Diamond Head on the island of Oahu, and this place is also home to 3 of our PacWest schools. That's BYU-Hawaii on the North Shore, HBU in downtown, and also Chaminade University. And speaking of the Silver Swords, the men's basketball team was involved in a major upset over Division I Texas in the Maui Invitational. Let's go check out the story. The Chaminade men's basketball team lived up to its giant killer nickname once again, taking down the mighty Texas Longhorns in the 2012 EA Sports Maui Invitational. News of the nationally televised 86-73 victory spread quickly, even getting featured on SportsCenter.
Wow, I never realized that I had so many friends until I woke up this morning. 56 text messages. I don't think I get 56 throughout a year. And my email had like 100 emails. It was pretty crazy. My brother-in-law even said that we were the #2 trending thing on the internet. I don't know exactly what that means because I don't have Twitter and Facebook, but I know it must be pretty exciting for a lot of people.
It was pretty exciting. It means a lot to our guys, it means a lot to our school. It was good. We enjoyed it, but as you said, it's time to get back to business.
I was real happy with actually how the game was going, even though we weren't scoring, because we were getting wide open looks. We just weren't making them. At one time, I think in the first half, we were 2 for 14 from the three-point line, and but they were all good looks. And I know we have great shooters on our team, and I knew they were eventually going to go in. I was happy with the way the game was going. Our guys never got down on themselves. They always showed confidence, and they battled right to the end.
I was thankful for the most part because our team, we couldn't hit and their team couldn't hit. So, you know, it was an even kill game. So going into half, I knew that they were going to come out as hard as they could. And I told my teammates we got to do the same thing, if not better. And that's what we did.
I know we are really good where everyone can shoot, but we're just not really used to a rim first and ball. So we just need to continue to shot, and we will start to make it.
We were a little bit panicked. We had some guys in foul trouble, and we were running out of timeouts, and the clock was going slower than it has ever gone. I kept looking at the clock, and I had asked my assistant, "Are they starting the clock on time?" But our guys maintained their composure. We did turn the ball over a few times, but they stayed strong with the ball, and Texas had to foul us, and we stepped up and had an incredible night at the foul line, and that was a big factor in the game.
Of course, no talk of Chaminade being a Division I team can come without the flashback to the ultimate David over Goliath win, when the Silver Swords knocked off the nation's #1 team, Virginia. And just like that Chaminade team, this year's squad is led by talented players that seem to always get overlooked. Starting with senior DeAndre Haskins, who poured in a career-high 32 points.
Wow. Actually, it's just that I, came out there and competed as best as I could and as well as I did, And honestly, it was me, a bunch of my teammates' encouragement, and just our will to win. And that's basically what was happening.
The surprise of the game was a PacWest new Taiwanese sensation, Kevin Hu. The relatively unknown freshman put on a show on ESPN, contributing 16 points for the Swords, including this pretty move to the basket.
Odds up 10. Kevin Hu. Kevin Hu. Lefty off glass. Another look.
I'm not really sure I can make that. So when I finished it, when I fell on the floor, I still keep looking around. I said, just go in there, go in there. No, I'm not really sure I will make that. I feel like I say I'm proud of myself. So proud of myself that I can do that list, and I just try to tell myself I need to keep doing this.
Senior Dominique Cooks, who added 9 points and 6 rebounds, will end his Chaminade career having been a part of 2 beatdowns of Division I opponents. He was a member of the Chaminade team that beat Big 12 member Oklahoma just 2 years prior.
Beating Oklahoma was an awesome experience. I think last night might have been a little bit more exciting, just because it was the first night of the Maui. It wasn't that 9:30 slot on the Wednesday morning. There was a lot more atmosphere to the game. Last night was pretty good. Oklahoma was good as well, though.
Year in, year out, we have the best teams come over to Maui. Every year is stiff competition. And for Chaminade, it's incredible. Everybody in the basketball world, when you mention the EA Sports Maui Invitational and Chaminade, they link the two together. All the recruits I talk to all around the world, all my fellow basketball coaches, it's what we're known for, and luckily we were able to get a win and actually get on ESPN yesterday.
It's big for our school. We go to Chaminade's a really small school. We don't really get that much publicity, so when something big like last night happens, it's great for our school. It means a lot to us.
So it's another big win for the Swords in Maui. Another reason we are proud to call ourselves the PacWest.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community.
I chose Division II because I can double major
and take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship.
I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose
Division II.
Now, that tells us what this school is being built for which it's being built. And from this school, I'll tell you,
from this school
will go men and women.
Whose influence will be felt.
Whose influence will be felt.
For good.
For good towards the establishment.
Towards the establishment.
Of Peace International.
Of peace.
Of peace. Of peace.
Of Peace International.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine from Diamond Head on the island of Oahu. Now let's go check out these highlights from Commissioner Bob Hogue.
Defending a conference title is always a challenge, but the Dixie State Red Storm have been up to that challenge all season long. PacWest champions or co-champs 3 of the last 4 years, the Red Storm traveled from St. George, Utah to Azusa in Southern California to take on conference newcomer Azusa Pacific. At the time, the teams were in a virtual tie for first place in the conference standings. Dixie had put together a string of impressive wins during the first part of the year, both in non-conference and conference play. The host Cougars had done the same. As expected, the first half played out at a high level for both teams, as Dixie and APU traded baskets in a game that looked like could go either way. But late in the first half, the Red Storm took it up a notch. John Judkins, the defending PacWest Coach of the Year, came up with an offense that found its stride, and Dixie broke open the game and pushed the lead into double digits by going on a 16-0 run. In the second half, the Red Storm came out on fire again as they upped their lead first to 15, then 20 points and more. One of the beneficiaries of this high-powered offense was senior Zach Robbins, a 6'10" center who had his own cheering section on hand from his high school hometown of Upland, California, just a few miles down the road. Eventually, the visitors pushed the lead to 30 points before emptying the bench, and the final score was Dixie State winning impressively 85-57.
So we really felt like this was an important week, and of course this is a road game,
So we've just been focusing on this for quite a while, and I think it showed, and we played together and we worked hard.
Zach, you know, he's got those long arms, and that one lob I thought wasn't going to get there. It was way short, but he went and got it. Again, he hasn't been healthy. Right now he's kind of banged up, but I could tell he wanted to play in front of all his family. They had 40, 50 people here cheering him on from his hometown, and it was fun to see him play well.
It all comes down to, you know, my teammates had a good pass and good back screens, and it just worked out.
Is it fun? Is it fun dunking?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
you're looking over your shoulder there because you can see your head coach, huh?
It's an adrenaline rush, you could say.
Who doesn't like to dunk these days? I always joke about it, say dunks are only worth 2 points. You know, they changed that rule and they're worth 3, then let's get more of them.
Dixie State moved into sole possession of first place with the win, but Coach Judkins said afterwards he knows that this will be a tough race all the way to tournament time at the end.
You always want to peak at the end, but the bad part is you never know when that's going to be. You know, BYU-Hawaii, that one year they went back to the finals, they peaked at the right time. So these games are so important to get a good seed in the tournament, get a good seed hopefully in the NCAA tournament. It hurt us last year not finishing. We lost those last 2 games on last second shots that moved us from maybe a 3rd seed all the way down to a 6th seed. That was tough. That was a tough one for us. So we're using that in our minds, the back of our minds, to keep that going and playing the best we can at the end of the year.
Robbins finished with 15 points in the victory on 7 of 10 shooting. McKay Massey was team high with 16 points as the Red Storm moved one step closer to earning a chance at yet another PacWest men's basketball title. They'll be back at Azusa Pacific for the conference tournament in early March.
We exist in a place rich with promise, where ideas ignite the spirit of learning, where our trustworthy methods are validated by respected results. It's a place where we practice integrity and encourage the development of ethical perspectives, where creativity burns brightly and expressions of hearts, minds, and souls are nurtured, where we view challenges through the lens of opportunity and daily circumstances through the eyes of faith. It's where the potential for excellence has no limitations, and each new day begins with hope. Fresno Pacific University, empowering leaders, transforming lives.
It doesn't look like your average university, because it isn't. Just 12 miles from San Francisco is an urban oasis where students go beyond the classroom, helping businesses become sustainable, fighting breast cancer, athletes who excel and serve the community. And here, you don't just study history, you help make it.
When you're transferring colleges, there is a lot of work involved. With Notre Dame, it was totally different. They were really hands-on. The admissions office even knew me by name.
Notre Dame de Namur University makes transferring simple and gives you access to the classes you need so you can graduate on time. Located in the heart of the peninsula, Notre Dame offers smaller class sizes, hands-on advising, and financial aid. You know where you want to go. We want to help you get there. To learn more, visit us at ndnu.edu.
This is PacWest Commissioner Bob Hogue. I'm in Azusa, California, right outside Los Angeles at Azusa Pacific University. That's the home of the PacWest Basketball Championship Tournament. This is Azusa Pacific University, nestled against the mountains that surround the Los Angeles basin of Southern California. It sits about a half an hour northeast of LA and a few miles east of Pasadena, and it's the home of one of the newest members of our conference. It's a beautiful campus, and it also showcases one of the prettiest arenas of its size. The Richard and Vivian Felix Event Center seats about 3,500 for a variety of athletic, community, and campus events. and will be the site for the first ever PacWest Men's and Women's Basketball Championships on the weekend of March 7 to 9, 2013.
But really, we're proud of this place. We're proud to be in the PacWest, and we're excited to have schools from Hawaii to the Bay Area to the desert coming here to our Felix Event Center, to the city of Azusa for the first ever. And so, as I said, we're just honored to be a part of it, and we want to show off just like the teams want to show off in their performance and talents.
This is a big moment in PacWest history as the conference has grown to become the largest NCAA conference in the West. And this tournament will showcase just how strong our conference has become. 12 of the top basketball teams in the PacWest will converge on Azusa in early March. The format calls for the top 6 men's teams and the top 6 women's teams playing over 3 straight days from Thursday through Saturday to decide the PacWest tournament title and the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. The top 2 seeds among the 9 active NCAA members in the PacWest get byes on that first day, so the numbers 3 through 6 seeds in both women's basketball and men's basketball will fight it out to get to the championship semifinals on Friday against the number 1 and 2 seeds, and the winners of those games advance to the championship finals on Saturday night. Despite not ready to qualify themselves, Azusa Pacific University will be ready as the proud host.
Yeah, the Felix Event Center, we've had it for a little over a decade. It was built in 2001. We've hosted a lot of conference tournament games here. The initial conference tournament for the conference we were in before, when it went to a campus location, we were lucky enough to host that. We've hosted it several times, and now we couldn't be more excited to host the PacWest tournament, the very first PacWest tournament. This facility's seen a lot of great games, and we're hoping to see quite a few more in March.
We're going to have a band here, we're going to have the lights, we're going to have the music, and yes, we're going to have the cheerleaders, and we're going to have a great time here. Well, we believe here it's not just about the game, but it's about the experience. It's about the entertaining of the fans. Today's fans are different than they were 30 years ago when they came to just watch the game. Now they want to be a part of the game. They want to be part of the experience. So over the last 3-4 years, we have been working at creating an atmosphere that's fun and enjoyable for those who come to watch basketball so that they can feel they're that much part of the game.
Tickets are now on sale for the first PacWest Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament Championships by going to our website at www.thepacwest.com or by contacting APU at 626-815-5494. That's 626-815-5494. We're looking forward to the battle for the top 6 seeds in both women's basketball and men's basketball, and we hope to see you in Azusa this March.
At California Baptist University, you'll find the adventurous opportunity of a lifetime to live your purpose. CBU offers an expansive range of undergraduate and graduate academic programs taught by award-winning instructors in state-of-the-art facilities.
I can still come back and see my professors, and they know me face to face. It's an amazing relationship that goes from Cal Baptist onto the future.
At CBU, campus life is unparalleled, featuring world-class athletics, fantastic food, lasting friendships, and life-changing ministries. CBU is not just an education, it's an experience. Why don't you join us at CBU? Live your purpose.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. Hey, you can also check out the official website of the Pacific West Conference at www.thepacwest.com. And there you can also find PacWest TV, which is more PacWest Magazine. Let's go check it out right now.
When the Seasiders and Hawks hooked up for a conference match in Laie, the hardest working person in the gym might have been the scoreboard operator. After combining for 79 points in the first half, the teams exploded for 134 more in the second, trading blows at both ends of the court at blazing speeds. And in the end, it was Holy Names who finally shook off BYU-Hawaii to earn the big road win for Coach Katharia Turner with a final score of 115. Yes, 115-98.
We do play at a very high pace. I always say it's a whole lot easier to shoot a layup than to run a play, and so my players, they tend to like that. We're telling them to box out and to run the floor and make sure we're making the extra pass and find the open person, and they're doing a really good job at that.
Leading the way for the Hawks in the scoring column was Renique Fitzpatrick, who poured in 25 points to go with her 8 rebounds. Even more terrorizing for the Seasiders tonight was the Holy Names 1-2 punch of Brittany Potestio and Dominique Williams. Potestio not only chipped in 22 points, but had 5 rebounds and 10 assists to get all her teammates involved.
Brittany did a really good job. We needed her to play solid defense, and she went out there and she played solid defense. She also rebounded for us, so she's trying to expand her game. She's doing a really good job of just being a leader on the floor and just helping our point guard and just being more vocal, and she's one of our captains, so she's definitely stepping up into that role and just being more of a presence out there and holding her teammates accountable.
I feel like we played great today. We went with the game plan. We didn't deviate from it. Coach said that we need to box out, crash the boards, put up our shots, and I think we did all that run, especially running and boxing out, and we're a running team. It's exciting just because I'd rather run than set up a play and stuff. I think it's the adrenaline going. It's a good feeling.
The junior college transfer, Williams added in 24 points, 5 assists, and dominated the glass with 12 boards, en route to being named PacWest Player of the Week.
Dominique is our new one. She's our transfer, and so it took her a little bit to try to figure out her spot on the team and just kind of where she should score and within the offense. But I think now she's kind of finding herself, and she's able to know where she should do her little spin move or shoot her layup. And so I think she's finding herself within the team. So that's what you saw today.
Oh, I love playing with her. She's awesome. She definitely count on her as as a post player, but she's also transitioning into like a 3 guard, so both positions I look to her a lot. Playing with Brittany is very fun and exciting. It's like a relief. She's a point guard with a high engine and a high motor. Like I can trust her with the ball. I know she's gonna go to the basket. She's always gonna be aggressive, and she's a great shooter. So I count on her to make a lot of threes, and she gets the job done on offense and defense. So I love playing with her.
Man, making the move from the NAIA to the NCAA has been a huge transition for us. So we're just blessed to be in this situation. All of the girls are really excited. The teams are really good, and every single night you have to be bringing your game. And I think that's a major difference, especially coming from the conference that we came from. So I think our players are starting to understand that that's what we need, is just to bring it every single night and understand we're going to be playing against great competition.
Holy Names and BYU-Hawaii, 2 of our great women's basketball teams in the PacWest.
Founded in 1868, Holy Names University has grown from humble beginnings on the shores of Lake Merritt to a thriving comprehensive university in the Oakland Hills overlooking San Francisco Bay. Holy Names is committed to the full development of each student, empowering a diverse student body for leadership and service in a global society.
What we do at Holy Names University is to bring together athletics and academics so we can produce scholar athletes in a perfect setting. We prepare student athletes and all our students to be global leaders in a very diverse society. And that's why we think there's a perfect match between Holy Names University and the NCAA. Go Hawks!
The HPU men's basketball team looked to start the 2012-13 season strong. after a year when the Sea Warriors failed in their run for a PacWest championship in 2011-12. The team hit the road for their opener, a 1-point exhibition loss to Division I Santa Clara in Northern California, but it was back to the islands for this preseason game against the University of Hawaii, another Division I opponent and crosstown rival. But in front of a crowd of 5,000, Hawaii Pacific was more than respectable and may have found a new team leader in newcomer Malte Zeigenhagen. The 6'4" sophomore from Berlin, Germany, who transferred to HBU from Division I Tulane in New Orleans, scored 19 points on the night.
For us, it's been very nice coming out here. You know, like the arena is amazing, and I really got that feeling. You know, like a lot of people out here supporting UH, and I was happy that some HBU students came over too, and some family, you know, supporting us too. And it's been nice. Like, I like the level. I like play hard. You know, like I see like a lot of players from Hawaii are very physical. You know, so we try to be there. You know, and be physical too. You know, I'm trying always to support my team. You know, I'm trying everything. Being vocal is very. I don't know, when I'm in the zone, like in the game, I'm just yelling all the time, trying to push my teammates.
Brings a lot of energy to our team. He's something I think we've missed in the past. He's vocal, he's enthusiastic, and he backs it up. Sometimes you get players that have all those intangibles, but they don't back it up on the court. Well, he earns the respect with his play, and then also provides it with a great attitude and a great energy.
My father actually tried to push me to soccer because he was a goalie, and I tried it one day. And then I was like, Mom, I can't do that. I hate this sport, you know. So she pushed me like go into basketball. I don't know why actually. I've been in New Orleans last year, and now I've been here for 3 months or 4 months almost. Wow. So I'm here. I'm out here for a long time already, and it's getting better. I'm starting surfing and stuff, you know. So it's an amazing place. Amazing place.
With HBU's strong showing against the Rainbow Warriors, the PacWest is sure to have another great year in men's basketball. Thanks for joining us for another episode of PacWest Magazine. For more, go check out our website. We're at thepacwest.com. That's thepacwest.com, and that's where you can find out all the latest stats, standings, and even more PacWest Magazine. For Bob Hogue, I'm Coito. We'll see you next week on PacWest Magazine.